Dream of watching two young sisters grow up was shattered in an instant by gun violence. 4-year-old Ivy and 1-year-old Wynter were in the back seat of a car at a Fort Worth car wash on the 4th of July. Gunshots rang out and the young sisters were killed. Their loved ones spoke with WFAA today. Here's Matt Houston.
At 15 months, baby Wynter was just learning to communicate with her eyes.
She didn't want nobody picking her up besides her mama.
And this was 4-year-old Ivy's favorite season.
Happiness, a light in everyone's life as soon as you see her.
Together,
the baby.
They were two peas in a pod.
Brianna Mills, the girl's cousin,
In a blink of an eye.
spoke when their mom could not find the words.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, let's dive into this tragic story. Can you imagine the horror of a 27-year-old man causing the deaths of a 40-year-old man and 4-year-old and 1-year-old sisters? Today we are going to discuss a devastating incident where a man not thinking of anyone else and shot into a crowd and killed 3 innocent bystanders at a 4th of July event. It all started when 27-year-old Kenard Murphy of Fort Worth, Texas got into a fight with an in-law at an event and started shooting in the crowd. The pivotal moment was when the trigger was pulled, forever altering the lives of those involved.
Children are among 5 people who died in a night of violence in Fort Worth. Hello, I'm Heather Hayes. There were 2 unrelated shootings late last night, multiple victims. The first incident happened after a large crowd took over several blocks in East Fort Worth. Police say the crowd was anywhere from 200 to maybe 300 people. Between the gunfire and the fireworks, witnesses said it was chaotic, people scattering everywhere. Police say a woman died from a gunshot wound there. Another person died from a medical emergency. 2 others had gunshot injuries that they survived. Then, less than 10 minutes later, another shooting at a car wash in southwest Fort Worth. That's where the 2 children were killed, along with 1 adult. Fox 4's Dion Anglin has been working that part of the story, and she joins us live from the Fort Worth Police Department. Dion.
Hi there, Heather. Well, 3 people are dead from that car wash scene, including the 2 small children, 2 little girls, 1 and 4-year-olds. They were sisters. And a 27-year-old man is now charged in the shooting. And police believe the violence stemmed from an ongoing feud between a man and woman who were previously in a relationship. The car wash appears like it would on a typical Friday, but instead, the furthest extreme is the case after a shooting here that left 2 small children and a man dead. A 4-year-old and 1-year-old who were sisters were taken by private vehicle to a hospital, but they did not survive. The adult was rushed from the scene by ambulance. He also died. Detectives on the scene searched for evidence well into the morning, trying to unravel the fatal shooting that unfolded in the final minutes of the July 4th holiday. Police say besides the 3 deceased, 3 other people went to the hospital by private vehicles and have unknown injuries. Late this afternoon, police identified the suspected shooter, now charged in the case, as Kenard Murphy. Murphy is hospitalized, according to police, because someone returned fire, injuring him. Police say homicide investigators are not revealing much in terms of information, as they are working feverishly to sort out what happened here. The scene that tragically ended the lives of 2 innocent small children and a man. Now, police point out this car wash shooting happened within 10 minutes after another fatal shooting, that shooting in East Fort Worth. And because of that, they say there was limited amount of available resources to respond to this car wash shooting. They say more information is likely forthcoming, but for now, very little to go on.
A family's dream of watching 2 young sisters grow up was shattered in an instant by gun violence. 4-year-old Ivy and 1-year-old Wynter were in the back seat of a car at a Fort Worth car wash on the 4th of July. Gunshots rang out and the young sisters were killed. Their loved ones spoke with WFAA today. Here's Matt Houston.
At 15 months, baby Wynter was just learning to communicate with her eyes.
She didn't want nobody picking her up besides her mama.
And this was 4-year-old Ivy's favorite season.
Happiness, a light in everyone's life as soon as you see her.
Together,
Sister, the baby.
They were two peas in a pod
Brianna Mills, the girl's cousin,
in a blink of an eye.
spoke when their mom could not find the words. What mother could.
Every time I close my eyes, I see their face.
2 dolls rest in front of the car wash where the children died. They were in the car just before midnight Thursday, about to leave a 4th of July fireworks show when the shooting started.
It's hard on everybody, especially, the parents losing their children.
5 people, including baby Wynter's father, were shot. The 2 girls and 42-year-old Terrell Wynn died, all bystanders who had nothing to do with the fight that started nearby.
I tried to save my babies.
Fort Worth police charged Kenard Murphy with capital murder of multiple persons. An arrest warrant for the 26-year-old says it appeared he was preparing to fistfight someone he had a history with, until Murphy set down his own infant and grabbed a rifle from his car. Police say he chased his target through the car wash, shooting and hitting others instead. He's in jail now.
I hope he sits in there every day of his life, knowing that he took 3 innocent people's lives.
The family has set up a GoFundMe for the girl's funeral, which will happen in Tyler later this week.
Baby sister.
In Tarrant County,
Baby sister, what?
I'm Matt Houston.
Bystanders' intervention might have put an end to a deadly shooting July 4th at a Fort Worth car wash before it could get even worse. Court documents for the arrest of 27-year-old Kenard Murphy outline how the shooting started and how it came to an end. 3 people were killed, 2 young girls, as well as 42-year-old Terrell Wynn. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke with Wynn's family, joins us with new details on the investigation. Amelia.
Blake, those 3 victims were not involved in the initial fight. As you mentioned, those victims include 2 young girls and 42-year-old Terrell Wynn. I spoke to his sister today, who told me that the family is still in shock about what happened. Fort Worth police say this car wash off West Cleburne Road in Fort Worth is where a large 4th of July gathering ended in gunfire. According to court documents, 27-year-old Kenard Murphy went to this gathering to see his 11-month-old daughter. Witnesses told police due to prior domestic violence issues between Murphy and the baby's mother, there are relatives in her family who don't like him. Just before midnight, one of those relatives got in a fight with Murphy. At first, it appeared the 2 men were going to get in a fist fight. Then Murphy pulled out a rifle and started shooting at the other man, who was unarmed. 3 people not involved in the fight were hit by gunfire.
Like, life is so unfair. It's so unfair. And it be the innocent people that get hurt.
Twyla Wynn's brother, 42-year-old Terrell Wynn, was one of the 3 people shot. He was hit in the leg and died from his injuries. Bullets also struck the back of a vehicle and hit 2 sisters in the back seat, 1-year-old Wynter Thuston and 4-year-old Ivy Pierce. The children were taken to the hospital and later died.
Hey, them babies didn't deserve it. My brother didn't deserve it.
The documents go on to say an unknown person shot Murphy in the back, forcing him to drop the rifle. Then another person rushed over to grab it before Murphy could get to it and continue shooting.
I just hate he was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wynn couldn't confirm if her brother knew anyone at the large gathering. She believes he was there to use the car wash. Wynn says her brother moved to Texas from Louisiana about 5 years ago for a better life. He was going to celebrate his 43rd birthday in 2 weeks. His sister says that he also leaves behind a 21-year-old son.
He's going to always hold a special place in my heart.
When police spoke to Murphy, they said that he admitted to pointing the rifle at the relative of his baby's mother who he was fighting with, and he admitted to police, they say, that he tried to shoot him. Murphy is currently charged with capital murder of multiple persons. Fort Worth police say he's still in the hospital recovering from his injuries, so he hasn't been booked into jail yet.
Details about the 2 little girls killed during a shooting in Fort Worth. 4-year-old Ivy and 1-year-old Wynter in the backseat of a car at a car wash on the 4th of July when gunshots rang out. According to the arrest warrant, the gunman was in an argument when he picked up a rifle and started shooting, hitting several bystanders. In total, 5 people, and in addition to the 2 girls killed, 1 man, Terrell Wynn, also killed. The family expressing the shadow they feel with them gone.
Every time I close my eyes, I see their face.
It's hard on everybody, especially, the parents losing their children.
Fort Worth police have charged that gunman with capital murder. The family did set up a GoFundMe page for the girl's funeral. You can find that link on our website at WFAA.com.
Like what it do, ayy, I just put a little shawty swerving in that coat, ayy, cheeky if I don't let no